Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is going to be another collective perfume haul, and this is going to be part 2 to my giveaway. So if you guys didn't watch my first haul of 2021, I did go ahead and talk about how I am collaborating with Dossier on 3 videos, and I did decide to do 3 giveaways. So I will announce the rules at the end, as well as announce the giveaway winner from the first video. And I will have my first video linked down below in case you didn't see it. But let's go ahead and get into the perfumes. I have 6 perfumes to go over. There is one blind buy fail already. This is my first blind buy fail of 2021. And then we're gonna do 2 first impressions. So let's go ahead and start with the Dossier perfumes. I'm doing 1 first impressions here on camera just because I didn't get my hands on the actual perfume to compare it to. So I was like, well, let's have a little fun and do like a first impression. So we are going to be doing a first impressions on Floral Pear. And this one is an inspiration of Jo Malone's English Pear and Freesia cologne. And I already tested out their woody sage, I think, but it's an inspiration to Jo Malone's wood sage and sea salt. And that actually ended up being like a hit for me. I'm super excited to have that for summer. But this, I can't tell you if it's a dupe, but I'll at least tell you what my first impressions of this scent is. So first we're gonna start on the paper. And again, I just love that sprayer. Ooh, this is nice. So let's go ahead and let that dry down. Ooh, it's got a little kick I wasn't expecting. So the top notes are pear, bergamot, watermelon, and rhubarb. And then the middle notes are quince, rose, freesia, orange blossom. And then the base notes are woody notes, musk, and amber. This is very fresh. So first impressions, this one is very good. I don't know how close it's going to be to the Jo Malone. And this is actually strong. I'll have to follow up with this one on like the longevity, but at initial spray, I like it. It's very refreshing. The bergamot in here and the rhubarb is very sharp in the opening, and I can already get the musk. So I have a feeling this is gonna get a little bit more powdery when it dries down. And I get the rose, but I don't really get the orange blossom, and I don't really get the freesia. Definitely have to follow this one up. First impressions, I like this one. This is going to be a nice springtime scent. And again, that is Floral Pear by Dossier. And now let's get into Floral Musk. So Floral Musk is one I already tested out. I wrote notes down, but this is inspired by Lancome's Idol. Again, I wanted to pick perfumes that were a little bit more expensive when it came to designer. I did just recently see that Idol started making it to discounters, so you could get it discounted, but this again is only $29, and they are always running specials. I do have a code, but check out their site because they're always having other sales. And again, I will have all this information linked down below. But Floral Musk has top notes of pear, bergamot, lychee, middle notes of jasmine, rose, and base notes of musk, vanilla, and patchouli. Look at my notes. So I had like my work notes and I couldn't find my perfume notebook, so I just jotted my notes really quick. So this is the 5th one that I've tested out because again, this was the first impressions. Out of the 5 that I've tested out, I would say Floral Musk for me. I don't know if it's because Lancome Idol is kind of like a favorite easy grab for me. I found it to be a very good dupe, but I did notice some differences in Floral Musk with Lancome Idol. So in the opening with the original Lancome Idol, I found it to be more fresh and a little bit more pink pepper. So if pink pepper bothers you, you might like Floral Musk because they don't list pink pepper as a note, but I also don't pick up pink pepper because I know sometimes they don't list all the notes, but I do not pick up pink pepper. This for me was more softer, musky, powdery, and not as shampoo-y as Lancome's Idol. Lancome Idol for me was more fresh and peppery in the opening, and then it had more of that shampoo vibe, you know, like when you have like a pretty herbal essence type of shampoo in your hair. And also there was something that was a little, like, I don't want to say metallic, but something a little sour in the opening to this one. But once this dried down, the longer I had it, and then the pepperiness went down on the original. They were pretty close, definitely more in the air, but when I put my nose to my skin, I could definitely pick up that this one was a little bit more sweeter. I picked up the pear really well in this one. I like the pink pepper in Lancome's Idol. I like the opening of that one. It's a little bit more fresh, whereas this, I got more of that pear in the opening, and this one was a little bit more sweet. This lasted until the next day. Basically, I was able to get 2 wears out of the sample. This time they really did fill up my samples, so I was able to get 2 wears out of the sample, and the longevity was about 6 hours. That's what I feel like most of them are, but again, you can overspray it and get it to last longer. But I wore it one day during the day, and then I also wore it at night, and it did pass like my next day test. It was definitely a skin scent by the next day, but I could smell it when I put my nose to it. So again, that is Floral Musk, and this is inspired by Lancome's Idol. And this is the perfume that I am going to be giving away at the end of the video. So next up, I wanted to get some of the Nina Ricci perfumes, and one of these was a blind buy fail. So we are going to start with the original, and then we'll go to the Absolute. So this is Nina Ricci's Extase, and this I picked up because several people on YouTube talked about it and said that it was like a very pretty, like gourmand floral scent. This is the one that didn't work out for me. The florals in here came off very indolic on my skin. Very, yeah. I don't like the opening of this scent. And unfortunately, the opening of this scent lasts for too long. Like on my skin, it was like an hour. So I did not like the way this opened. This is a very beautiful scent after an hour, but there are just some scents that aren't worth it to me, and this wasn't. But this one is described as sweet, fruity, rose, amber, caramel, vanilla, white floral, musky, powdery, and warm spicy. And I do like floral gourmands. I feel like there's a nice balance between them. But this one is just that opening. I'm not crazy about it. But this has top notes of pink pepper, peach, pear. Middle notes of rose, raspberry, white flowers, jasmine. And then the base notes are caramel, siam, benzoin, amber, vanilla, musk, patchouli, and Virginia cedar. And this did get sweet on my skin, which is kind of what I wanted. I wanted something a little different. When I heard that this was a sweet and then floral scent, that's kind of what intrigued me. But I don't like the florals that are in here. So then I asked my girl, MJ, about Absolute. And she said that this perfume is that bad. And I would have to agree. So this one did work out for me. This one is a beautiful scent. This one, to me, has that DNA, but I think it's the white flowers. I think white flowers I'm picky about. It's the rose. It's the rose in here. Oh my God, this one is intoxicating. So this is described as rose, vanilla, warm, spicy, amber, powdery, woody, patchouli, musky, fresh, spicy, and balsamic. And this has pink pepper, black pepper. So if you don't like pepper, stay away from this one. Middle notes of taff rose, atlas cedar, benzoin, vanilla, patchouli, and musk. And for me, this is a spicy rose with like a woody dry down and musk. I do pick up the patchouli and the musk in this one, as well as the rose, and this is spicy. So this is stunning. I love this one. Unfortunately, this one didn't work out for me. All right, and then that will lead me into my next one. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop in my first impressions. Okay, I'm sorry about this lighting, because usually I don't film at this time because the sun comes in and out too much at this time, but I could not wait any longer to smell this perfume. And this is a limited edition, and I did buy this perfume solely because of the packaging, and that is Chant de Extase by Nina Ricci. The mermaid in me needed to see what this smelled like. And if it doesn't smell good, it's limited edition. I could put it back up on my Macari, but my birthday's coming up in March. I'm a Pisces, I'm a fish. And when I saw this, hopefully the bottle's okay because it's like really loose in here.
And again, sorry, the light's gonna come in and out.
Super, super pretty. Oh my God, this bottle is so gorgeous. First impressions. Ooh, this is going to be like a freshy, but with like a sweetness to it. While that settles, let's go ahead and look up the notes. And again, this is Chant d'Extase. And chant is like singing. And then d'extase is like ecstasy or great happiness. So singing of great happiness or of ecstasy. And this bottle in person, like there's sparkles. Like I'm seeing it right now because the sun is hitting it. Okay, this is drying down. Definitely a warm citrus, which is something I don't have. I'm getting really excited. So let me look up the notes. This is not going to be for everyone. It's, if you don't like citrusy scents, you're not going to like this. But there is a sweetness to it. So this is described as, or main accords, sweet, marine, caramel, fruity, citrus, aromatic, rose, musky, warm, spicy, and vanilla. So let's look at the notes. Raspberry, ginger, pink pepper, and lemon at the top. So that's already all notes I like. I pick up the lemon right away. And then in the middle, it's got C notes, rose, jasmine, and magnolia. And then in the base, it has caramel, vanilla, musk, and ambergris. I'm excited for this one. This is not going to be everyone's cup of tea. This isn't something I would suggest you blind buy unless you like freshies, because even though there's caramel and vanilla, it opens up very lemon on my skin. So I'm gonna play with this one and let you know what it dries down to, but first impressions, I love it. It's a freshie with caramel and vanilla, but it's not overly sweet. So I will definitely follow this up when I do my full haul, but I could not wait to try this out. I got it last night. I hope she continues to do me proud. But again, that is Chant d'Extase. I'm not French, guys. I've had a few people leave, comments that my pronunciations are hilarious. I'm Hispanic, so if something's French, I can only pronounce it to the best of my Puerto Rican American ability. So let's go ahead and get back into the haul. Okay, so after that, I did wear this. And I will say this perfume is not going to be for a lot of people. This is a very sweet scent with like citrus in it. It isn't like anything I've smelled. I was reading the reviews on Fragrantica and people said it was just another pretty fruity scent. And I'm like, what are you guys smelling? This is like caramel and lemon. What bothers me in this scent, and I do enjoy this scent, I have to actually pair it with a lotion to take this away, but it is a note in here that comes off like that pencil shavings, which in some perfumes I don't mind, but it's that one note that bothers me that keeps this from making this like a love. I really enjoy this scent, and it's a scent that I'll use. I've already been using it, but it's not one I would repurchase. It is one that I do plan on keeping just because I do find it interesting and I want to try it out in the summer. Everything about this is different. Again, this is like a burst of citrus. You get the saltiness in here from the ambergris, and then there's caramel as well. A very interesting perfume. I just can't get past that pencil shaving. I do want to revisit this one in summer and see how it plays on my skin, because I did haul this when it's cooler here in Florida. It is starting to warm up again. All right, and then another hit, and that is Florence by Swiss Arabian. And I don't know, well, I know what took me so long to get this. I saw this on Amazon around the same time that I found Casablanca, and it was like $38. I picked up Casablanca in 2019, and I didn't want to spend I think it's like right now $72 on their site. I already knew that I could get it cheaper, so I had an issue with that. But I had picked up Rose Absolue from the Perfume, the Canadian perfume site. MJ found it for me because I believe this one got discontinued, or it's sold out everywhere. So everywhere, everyone's already jacking up the price. So she found it at a good price on the Canada site. So thank you, MJ. You guys, if you're not following her, you really should be, because she is always posting links and sales. So she did find this one for me at a reasonable price. And if I spent like a little bit more, I got free shipping, because I think it was like their Boxing Day, or they had something going on. And I finally saw this for 40, I don't know, but it was under 50 bucks. And again, I haven't seen this listed again at a price that I was willing to pay. So when I saw it for that price, I snatched it up. And I don't know why I waited so long. I would say if you found Oud Bouquet by Lancôme to be a little too thick and heavy, check out Florence. I'm not saying they smell alike, but this is a more wearable rose gourmand. I don't believe there's oud in here, because I went on the Swiss Arabian site and on Fragrantica, and I don't see it listed. But I would say if you want to get into oud, something in here does give me kind of a very light oud vibe, even though it's not listed. But this is described as woody, sweet, vanilla, rose, powdery, citrus, musky, lactonic, warm, spicy, and floral. This has top notes of lemon, bergamot, water notes, middle notes of rose, vanilla, praline, and then base notes of musk, cedar, sandalwood, and patchouli. It's the praline in here that when this dries down, this is a very boozy, sweet, gourmand, rosy scent on my skin. These perfumes, people used to say, have like this synthetic quality to them that I never used to get, and now that I have been hauling and sniffing, I totally get. But someone else said that that's kind of like what these perfumes are going for, I guess. I can't remember who said it. I watched so many perfume videos, but I would have to agree. But something about this just totally gives me like daytime Oud Bouquet vibes. I think it's the rose and the praline in here. What makes this different from my other boozy rose scents is the praline. I'm learning that I love rose. I think it's becoming like my favorite flower is a more modern rose. And I like it when it has kind of like that wine booziness to it. But then there's something that makes one a little bit different. Like one's maybe a little bit more spicy, one's a little bit more jammy. This one is sweet. The praline in here makes this beautifully sweet without being sickeningly sweet. So again, that is Florence by Swiss Arabian. And this was another hit. Both of these were hits. Out of the perfumes that I did test out, Absolue and Florence, these two had great projection and longevity. This one had great longevity, but it only projected for, I would say, about the first couple of hours, and then it sat closer to me, and I felt like I could just pick up that pencil shaving note just a little too long. And then this one also had great longevity, but again, this wasn't one that worked out for me. So I only tested it out a couple times, but this did have great longevity, and it projected for, you know, the first few hours. All right, so giveaway time. And I am going to be giving away again Floral Musk, and I can only ship this, you know, in the United States and Canada. I apologize. I do want to do like an international giveaway at some point. I will say that most of my viewers are from the United States. Like, I have a very small number that watch me, you know, overseas, but I can't ship overseas. So I am planning on doing a giveaway down the road. I'm going to list all the rules below. But for now, if you guys are interested in receiving Floral Musk, which is an inspiration of Lancôme's doll, go ahead and leave me either a rose emoji or a pear emoji, and somewhere where I can reach you, whether that's your Instagram handle or your email. If you're not comfortable leaving it, I will try my hardest to reach you through the comments, but it is a little bit harder because if you're not paying attention, you could miss it. So let's go ahead and announce the winner of Gourmand Flower, and that is Talisa. Congratulations on winning Gourmand Flower. So I usually keep my video going for about 7 to 8 days before I pick a winner. So I'll leave it up for a little bit more than a week, and then I will close it, and then I will randomly pick. I do use a site that goes to the YouTube video and randomly selects the person. So that's it for today's haul. I will link all information on the dossier in the description box below, as well as my code if you want to save a little bit of money. But again, check out their site. They're always running even better deals. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys have any of these perfumes? What are your thoughts on them? But that will do it for today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.